G'day footy fans and welcome to Boothy's AFL Dream Team podcast. Today I'm looking at St Kilda. Well, St Kilda are a really exciting team going into 2017 and could well make the finals. They've got lots of fantasy options as follows. Jack Stephen, all 22 matches last year, 28 disposals per game, 14 goals and many games well over 100. Big scores. And I'm suggesting he could even be a captain for you as a $630,000 mid-1 or mid-2 player. Jack Billings got 30 possessions in JLT2 disposals or possessions, whichever way you would look at it. 17 games last year, 20 disposals per game and 6 goals. 479 as a dual position F3 or 4 or M6. And he's exciting and he could even get up to the 100 mark per game this year. It is possible. So he is could be a plus 20 player. David Armitage averaged 107 in 2015 and had a couple of niggles at the beginning of this year. Still played every game. 22 disposals per game and 1 goal every 2 games, which is, as I always say, what I like, 50% goals per game. Only 518,000, so he's 100,000 or so less than last year, or probably 150,000 less than last year. So you could pick him as an M5 amazingly, and if what he says is anything to go by, he's feeling a lot fitter this pre-season. He only played half a JLT game the other day and got 30 odd. But they're just easing into it, and he's been around for a little while. So he could be an exciting one to watch, given that he averaged 107 just 18 months ago. Jack Steele's another exciting one. He's only played 17 games of footy in his career in 2 years. Played 10 games last year in a very strong GWS outfit that made the top 4, of course, and nearly made the grand final. 16 disposals per game, but played a lot forward and got a goal a game, as you can see. He's only 432 as an M6 or F4 dual position player, but he got a whopping any AFL score of 170 in the prelim final. Didn't play the grand final, they rested him, and then he had a couple of niggles over the summer, got himself right again, and in JLT the other day he got 120 points. So Jack Steele could be one to watch in JLT 3 coming up this weekend, and if he does really well again and obviously gets into round 1, which he will, then get on board because he's a really good option as an F4. Jack Nunes I love, 22 games last year, gets better every year, 23 disposals per game now and 15 goals, $535,000 M4 or 5. He improves every year, as I said, been around for about 5 years now, and he's on target or on track to get his disposal count up to 27, 28 and go up by $70,000 or $80,000 this year. One to consider if you want something a bit different. Luke Dunstan can get injured a little bit, although has played 53 games in 3 years, which is pretty good. Always seems to miss a few games, and even the other day got a knock on the boundary line I saw. Look, he's played 18 games last year, missed 4, 17 disposals and 5 goals, but he could break out this year, which means he could get his disposal count up to 22 or 3 and get his other statistics, tackles and marks up as well, and he could be a plus $100,000 player quite easily. And you can pick him. No, he's a midfielder only, M6. And Jade Gresham is another one I absolutely love. His first year was very similar to Zach Merritt, and Zach Merritt went from an average of, high 60s to 90 in 1 year and then to 118 last year, which was phenomenal. But Jade Gresham, the 18 matches last year, missed 4 for a first-year player, is amazing. 15 disposals per game, which is solid, and 11 goals. And in JLT, he's looked great. He hasn't got huge scores, but he looks great, and he's going to definitely average well over the $369,000 average of about 62 points per game. But you can pick him up as an F4 or 5 to be different. Whether he gets the 100 scores occasionally or not, I don't know, but he could end up being a plus 15 or so player by the end of the year, and he's a second-year special. There's not many out there. Look, Billy Longer I've just chucked in there, and I've just said something there. If he's in round 1, then you could pick him as an R2 at 281,000. Now, 281,000 says there is very cheap. He averaged 66 the year before. He's only 23 years old, which is the time a ruckman usually comes into his absolute prime, starts to get good scores. 43 matches, coming up to 50 games, of course, and he was emergency 5 times. Now, of course, you can only play one big ruckman in a team. He missed out last year, but was in the side for the 3 years before that. So if he's in round 1, after his JLT effort the other day of 78 points, he's so cheap at 281. What you could do is pick him in R2 and then pick an extra good forward or an extra good midfielder to bat right down to the bottom. Have a think about it. Robertson, Webster and Akers are 3 others to look at. Look, they're exciting, St Kilda. There's lots of players you could choose there. And as I said, watch JLT 3 with them and see if Long is the main ruckman. If he is, and he ends up with about 80 points, I reckon get on board for 281. That's an amazing price for a second ruck. Good luck. Don't forget to subscribe and like me and share and comment. Bye for now.